Oh, woman, this is a fool as you that makes the world full of ill-favored children. But, mister, going to be very odd. Something at first, it was absolutely there is something else which is no about travel and water. That is, it. There is that. Travel and water is nothing. It's the hand. And the question was of the mountain. It's full of facts. The mountain followed instructions to the world. Trying to communicate that comes, which is not that there was the law. But also, who wasn't expecting the mountain to Shiva. he has to perform monologue every flavor of the rainbow. The rest of Tata is I come from mixed family. My mom's side, half strawberry, and that's During the wedding of some of the Elves, I wonder how much men can qualify distance. I must be getting some men instead of the earth. I wonder if I might fall right to the earth. How funny that would be. I see the water. I see the water. Now,
Wow, Tanmaya, that is simply mind-blowing. We have music Sarga of grade 1 junior with the poem Little Things. The secret of the all critic.
After he got into the barrel of chocolate. Cleaning chocolate poo is not in the and snazzy. There was Hi everyone, I am Marian from grade 2 senior. Today I am going to perform a monologue, Elves on Strike. As the leader of the Union of the Order of the North Pole Elves, I stand here today and urge you to say no to Santa. No more working from sun up to sundown without so much as a snooze break. What does Santa think we are? Robots? No, we are elves and we have rights. Tinsel, remember when he made you clean Dasher's stall after he got into the barrel of chocolate? Cleaning chocolate poo is not in the elf job description. And Snazzy, there was that time when he ordered you to let Mrs. Claus use your many queen for the little girl's dresses she was making. Humiliating! I mean, what was he thinking? I mean, he makes us wear the ridiculous Pinocchio outfits and sing while we work, while he sits on his big fat couch watching the other channel. And on Christmas Day, He takes all the credits. Mom, Santa came. Look what Santa got me. How did you know I wanted this? Listen up, children of the world. Santa is not the one who made your train sets, your dolly houses, and your walkie-talkies. It was us, the elves of the Isle of the North Pole. We did it all. Santa is just a lazy guy with a wiggly belly who works basically one day a year. Nothing but a glorified delivery man, if you ask me. What's that? Santa is where? Oh, Santa. Thank you.
Thank you for that great performance, Aryan. Next up, we have Shambhavi Shivakumar of Grade 2 Senior with a monologue, All the World's a Stage. Please come on stage, Shambhavi.
Hi all, I am Sambhavi and today I'll be performing Jack's monologue from All the World's a Stage written by William Shakespeare. All the world's a stage and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances and one man in his time plays many parts. His act being 7 ages. At first, the infant mewling and puking in the nurse's arms. Then the whining schoolboy with a satchel and shining morning face, creeping like a snail unwillingly to school. Then the lover, sighing like a furnace with a woeful ballad made to his mistress' eyebrows. And then the justice in fair round belly with good capon line, with eye severe and beard of formal cut, full of wise sauce and modern instances, and so he plays his part. The 6th age shifts into lean and slippered pantaloon, with spectacles on nose and pouch inside. His youthful horse, well saved, a world too wide for a shrunk and big manly voice, turning again towards his childish rebels, pipes, and whistles in his sound. Last scene of all, that ends this strange, eventful history, is second childness and mere oblivion. Sans teeth, sans eyes, sans taste, sans everything. Thank you.
Wasn't that great? Please give a round of applause to Shambhavi Shivakumar. And next we have Shivani Deepak Kumar from Grade 1 Junior, KK Nagar, in which she's going to be doing a poem called Countdown. Shivani, the stage is yours.
I'm Shivani. I'm going to perform countdown poem. Climb aboard the rocket ship. It's time to fly away. We are launching into space to start our busy day. So let's begin the countdown. We'll start with number 10, and when the day is done, we'll come back to Earth again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off. Thank you.
Wow, we almost get into each and every countdown of every single life when it comes to, going to outer space, right? Shivani, I'm so proud of you. She deserves a big round of applause. Next up, we have Adya Harish from Grade 1 Junior who will be narrating a poem called Five Little Seeds. Adya, stage is yours.
Hello? Five Nathan seeds. Five Nathan seeds. Three will make flowers and two will make weeds. Under the leaf, under the snow, five little seeds are waiting to grow. Up comes the sun, down comes the rain, up comes two little pink flowers, and up comes the shower, and every plant needs. And there comes funny old weeds. Thank you.
Wow, this poem serves as a lesson to take care of our environment. Please give a round of applause to Adya Harish. Up next, we have Dhruv Karki from Grade 1 Junior who will be narrating a story called Elephants and Friends. Dhruv, the stage is yours.
Hello everyone. My name is Tukar. Today I am going to perform the story called Elephant and Friends. One day, an elephant wandered into a forest in search of friends. He saw a monkey on a tree. Will you be my friend? He asked. The monkey replied, You're too big to swing tree to tree like me. Next, the elephant met a rabbit. Will you be my friend? He asked. The rabbit said, You're too big to play in my burrow. Next, the elephant met a frog. Will you be my friend? He asked. The frog said, How can I? You're too big to leap about like me. The elephant was upset. Next, he met a fox. Will you be my friend? He asked. The fox replied, Sorry, sir, and ran away. The next day, the elephant saw everyone running for their life. The elephant said, What the matter was? The bear replied, There's a tiger in the forest. He's trying to gobble us all. Next, the tiger was eating all the animals was he could find that the elephant wanted what he could do to help all the animals in the forest. The elephant walked to the tiger and said, "Please, Mr. Tiger, do not eat these poor animals. Mind your own business," growled the tiger. The elephant has no choice but to give the tiger a hefty kick. The frightened tiger ran for his life. The elephant went back into the forest to announce the good news to everyone. All the animals thanked the elephant and said, "You're the right size to be our friend. Thank you."
Wow, you've literally spoke about friendship to such an amazing story. Give him a round of applause. Next, we have Ace Lalita Sonakshi from Grade 3 Senior, who will be doing a monologue called Punctuation Society. Lalita, stage is yours.
Hi everyone, my name is Lalita Sonakshi. Today I am going to be performing a monologue, Punctuation Society. Welcome everyone to the Punctuation Society. This is our first of many weekly meetings. As you may have noticed, Kama is not here. I specifically did not invite her. This is a comma-free society. Hey, that rhymes. I, exclamation point, have finally found something not to be excited about. Comma. She keeps talking on and on and on. And when you finally think that she's done, she just links what she is talking about to something else. That is so annoying. And when I'm annoyed, I leave. And everything gets pretty boring. Question mark, period, semicolon, and all the rest of you. I know you're with me on this. No, ellipsis, we will not be taking a vote. I am the president. I have final say. Parenthesis, stop whispering. Do you have something to share with the rest of us? Oh, you like her. I don't care if you like her. She will make it impossible to get anything done. Hey, you in the back. Quiet down. Stop shouting. Wait. How bunch of capital letters get in here? Get out. This is for punctuation marks only. Okay, now back to business. No. Period. The meeting is not over yet. Sit back down. This is exhausting. No wonder people don't use exclamation points very often. Thank you.
Wow, Lalita literally taught us the grammar to Punctuation Society. So, guys, give her a round of applause and cheer everyone. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! Okay. So, our next up is Darshan K, who will be from Grade 3 Senior, who will be doing a monologue called Sorry, I'm Late. Darshan, stage is yours.
Hello everyone, my name is Darshan and today I'm going to perform the monologue. Sorry, I'm late. I know I'm late for work, but you wouldn't believe the morning I had. Last night, I put all my clothes in the washing machine since most of them were dirty. To my surprise, the clothes had shrunk by 3 sizes when I took them out. I only had my pajamas I slept in. So I wore them, as you can see. Then, when I went outside to get into my car door wouldn't open. I put my hands on the hot car window to look inside and saw that my keys were inside the car. I had no choice but to walk to work. As I walked down the street, I heard something come from a nearby alleyway. Out of curiosity, I went to see what it was. Let me tell you, it was a big mistake. There was about 10, no, about 20 ferocious street dogs staring me down. I slowly backed away, but it was too late. They chased me down the alley. About 5 jumped onto me and attacked me. This is why there are a ton of scratches on my body. By some miracle, I was able to escape. I thought to myself, how can this morning get any worse? Trust me, it did. I was just a block away from my office when I went to the coffee shop right around the corner and got some hot coffee. I realized I was about to be late for work, and I hurried to get out of the shop. And of course, I tripped and spilled the coffee all over the place. My work bag, my pajamas, and my shoes were all soaked. I tried to wash them as much as I can in the bathroom, but it's still there, as you can see. So that's why I'm late. I'll try not to let it happen again. What? Today is a holiday? Ah, second Saturday. Oh, then, never mind. Thank you.
Wow, Darshan, that was so awesome. Everybody give a round of applause and cheer them. Up next, we have Sarvesh Kumar, who will be delivering a monologue called Artist, Not a Thief. Sarvesh, you're up.
Hello everyone, I am Sarvesh. Today I am going to perform a monologue called I am an artist, not a thief. Wait, did you guys call me a thief right here? Did you really just call me a thief? Okay, you know that hurts. How could you say that? Well, you know what? It's okay because you can say whatever you want about me because I don't think myself as a thief. I think myself more as an artist. I take pride in my skills. To me, it's more of an art. No one can match my skills or mastery. Listen up, guys. I can break into any house, anytime, anywhere, in and out 10 minutes. No evidence, no prints, nothing. If it wasn't for the stupid trap and the CCTV cameras that the old man had set in his garden, I would be in Hawaii instead of talking to you fools. I could be in the beach right now, in my own beach house, by the shore. Do I feel bad for what I did for a living? No. So you can say all you want about me. But I'm an artist than a thief. This jail is going to be my beach house? I'm sorry, Inspector. I guess my art is not for everyone. Thank you.
Wow. So Sarvesh indeed proved that an artist creates his own work. He doesn't even need to steal it. Am I right, folks? And class in a patala. Cheering kunuga ba. Next up, we have Mrityunjay from Grade 2 Junior who will be delivering a monologue called The Woos of Oregano. Mrityunjay, you're next.
Hi, I'm J, and I'm going to be performing a monologue named The Woes of Oregano. Hi, I'm Oregano, and I'm so depressed. I do not think it's fair. I mean, cinnamon and chili powder were once used in the most important things in the universe. A science fair project. They even got to go to regional fair. All because they made their rosemary plant the healthiest while I lay in the dark cupboard, alone, unused, and nothing to do. What's worse is that sugar got to go. She isn't a spice or a herb. I'm much better than sugar. Technically, sugar is only used in unhealthy things, while I am not. I should have gone instead of sugar. I would bet that if I was used, then my rosemary plant would be so much healthier than chili powders, cinnamons, or even sugars. Even some of the rosemary plants agreed. I asked the plant that used cinnamon, and he said his roots burned when he sucked on the cinnamon water. He wished he had me. I wish I got the chance to go to the science fair. I'll go next time. I must. Then if not, then I will threaten to vanish, and no one will ever have oregano on pizzas again. Thank you.
Richie Jai, I gotta admit that poem in fact showcases why oregano is getting depressed. Please give Mrityunjay a round of applause. Next up, we have Nikita Rajesh, who will be delivering a speech called The Importance of Self-Motivation. Nikita, off you go.
Hi, my name is Nikita, and today I will be giving a speech about the importance of self motivation. You know what? Today is a new day, a fresh start, and I've got a fire burning within me that refuses to be extinguished. I'm standing at the crossroads of my journey, and I choose the path of self motivation, resilience, and unwavering determination. Sure, there are obstacles ahead. Some may be too great to overcome, but I have stared down challenges before, and I have emerged stronger every time. But this time won't be any different because I'm not just a survivor, I'm a thriver. And I thrive on adversity because it fuels the fire within me to prove to myself that I am unstoppable. In the grand theater of life, I'm not a mere spectator, I'm the protagonist. I'm the hero of my story. And this is my script to write. And every word will be penned with courage, passion, and unyielding belief in my own capabilities. So, here's to embracing challenges, to pursuing dreams with relentless determination. I'm not just living, I'm living with a purpose. And the best is yet to come. So, watch out, world, because I am on a journey to become the best version of myself. Thank you.
That was motivation enough, Nikita. Please give her a round of applause. Honestly speaking, in the speech which now we all can motivate ourselves to become the best version. And our next stop is Rayaj Sai H from Grade 1 Junior Anna Nagar to narrate a story called The Elephants and Friends. Rayaj, off you go.
Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to narrate a story, Elephant and Friends. One day, an elephant wandered into a forest in search of friends. He saw a monkey on a tree. He asked the monkey, "Will you be my friend?" But the monkey said, "You're too big. You cannot swing from tree to tree like me." The elephant next met a rabbit. He asked the rabbit to be his friend. But the rabbit replied, "You're too big to play with me in my burrow." Next, the elephant saw a frog. He asked the frog to be his friend. But the frog said, "How? You're too big. You cannot leap about like me. The elephant was upset. Next, he saw a frog. He asked the fox, Will you be my friend? But the fox replied, No, sir, you're too big, and ran away. The next day, the elephant saw all the animals in the forest running for their lives. He asked them what was the matter, why they were running for their lives. The bear replied, There's a tiger in the forest. He's trying to gobble us all up. The elephant, meanwhile, the tiger was eating up all the animals he could find. The elephant went up to the tiger and said, Please, Mr. Tiger, do not hurt these poor animals. That mind your own business, growled the tiger. The elephant had no other choice but to give a tiger a hefty kick. The frightened tiger ran for his life, and the elephant went back to the forest to announce the good news to everyone. All the animals thanked the elephant and said, You're just the right size to be our friend. The moral of the story is friends come in all shapes and sizes. Thank you.
That was amazing. Give a round of applause to Rayad Sai. Class in patala inu adigama kodukema. Up next, we have Vaishnavi V from grade 3 junior, who will be telling a story called The Blue Umbrella by Ruskin Bond, the greatest honors of all time in Indian English literature. Vaishnavi, go for it.
Good morning, all. I'm Vaishnavi. I'll be narrating a prose, The Blue Umbrella by Ruskin Bond. Binya heard voices, laughter, the clatter of plate cups, and stepped through the tree. She came upon a party of picnickers. They were holiday makers from the plains. The women were dressed in bright saris, and the men wore light summer shirts, and the children had pretty new clothes. Pinya, standing in the shadows between the trees, went unnoticed, and for some time she watched the picnickers, admiring their clothes, listening to the unfamiliar accents, and gazing rather hungrily at the sight of all their food. And then her gaze came to rest on a bright blue umbrella, a frilly thing for women, which lay open on the grass beside its owner. Now, Pena had seen umbrellas before. Her mother had a big black umbrella which nobody used anymore because the field rats had eaten holes in it. But this is the first time Pinya had seen such a small, dainty, colorful umbrella, and she fell in love with it. Umbrella was like a flower, a great blue flower that had sprung up on the dry brown hillside. Thank you.
Wow. Amazing story. Hey, guys. Everybody give a round of applause to Vaishnavi V. Next up, we have Mridul Sarda from grade 1 junior, who will be narrating a story called Arrogant Swans. Mridul, go get them.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Mridul, and I am going to perform a story called Arrogant Swans. In a faraway kingdom, there was a lovely, sparkling river. Many beautiful looking golden swans lived on the banks of this river. Every 6 months, each swan would shed a golden feather. The soldiers of the kingdom would collect the feathers and keep them in a royal treasury. One day, a homeless bird was passing by and he saw this beautiful river. The water in this river seems so cool and refreshing. I will make this river my home, the bird thought to himself. As soon as the boat settled down near the river, the golden swans noticed her and came shouting, "This river belongs to us. We pay a golden feather to king to use this river. You can't live here. I am homeless, brothers. I will try to pay too. Please give me shelter." "How will you pay? You do not have golden feathers," said the swans, laughing. "Go away," said the swans rudely. The humble bird pleaded many times, but the arrogant swans drove the bird away. "I will teach them a lesson," decided the humiliated bird. So the homeless bird went to the king and told him about the swan's arrogant behavior towards him when all he had asked him for nothing but the shelter near the river. The Lion King was angry on hearing this and ordered his soldiers to call the arrogant swans to the courtroom. When all the arrogant golden swans arrived, the king told them the kingdom does not depend on their golden feathers and nobody owns the river. The golden swans understood the king's warning and left the river as soon as they could. The homeless bird finally had a home for himself and lived in the river happily. Thank you.
Wow, Mridul, that was so amazing. Please give him a round of applause. Next up, we have Any Hariharan from Grade 1 Senior, who will be narrating a poem called The People Upstairs. Any Hariharan, the stage is yours.
Hi everyone. I'm Manu Alaram from Grade 1 Senior. I'm going to perform The People Upstairs by Ogden Notch. The people upstairs, the practice ballet, and their living room is a bowling alley, and their bedrooms full of connected tools. And their radio is very loud at universe. Celebrate weekend all the week. When they take a shower, your ceiling leaks. They try to get their parties to mix by supplying their guests with pogo sticks. So they fun it lost a bit. They go to the bathroom by roller skate. I might love the people after more when I live on the floor. Thank you.
Wow, that was so good. Please give a round of applause for Any Hariharan. Next up, we have Kaya Harish from Grade 2 Junior, who will be doing a monologue called Sharing is Awesome. Kaya Harish, the stage is yours.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Kaya Harish, and I am going to say a monologue called Sharing is Awesome. Some people think I don't like sharing, but that isn't true at all. I love sharing. I mean, what's not about being able to go up to someone, say, "Hey, can I have some of your candy?" And they just give you some. Or, "Can I ride your bike for a while?" And you get to ride their bike. Or if someone in your class isn't sharing cake with you, I just go, "Ma'am, he's not sharing with me." And I immediately get a piece of cake. Sharing is awesome. But sometimes you have to be a little though. Like
someone comes up to me and says, "Hey, can I have one of your cookies?" Well, if I gave them a cookie, I might not have any cookies left, which means I won't have any cookies left to share with other people. And that would be terrible because I believe in sharing. But in this case, it's like the opposite of sharing, which is why I always have to say no, because sharing is really important, you see. Thank you.
Wow, what an amazing monologue by Kea. Up next, we have Dhanushri V of Grade 2 Junior with the story Birbal is Brief. Can we all give Dhanushri a huge round of applause?
Everyone, I'm Tanushri from Grade 2 Junior. Today, I am going to story named Birbal is Brief. One day, Akbar asked his courtiers if they could tell him the difference between truth and falsehood in 3 words or less. The courtiers looked each other. "What about you, Birbal?" asked the emperor. "I'm surprised that you two are silent." "I'm silent because I want to give others a chance to speak," said Akbar. Said Birbal. "But nobody else has the answer. So go ahead and tell me what's the difference between truth and falsehood in 3 words or less." "Fingers," said Birbal. "4 fingers?" asked the emperor. "That's the difference between truth and falsehood, your majesty. That which you see with your own eyes is the truth. Which you have only heard might not be true. More often it's likely to be false." "You're right," said Akbar. "But what do you mean by saying 4 fingers? The difference between one's eyes and one's ears is the width of 4 fingers, your majesty," said Birbal with a broad smile. Thank you.
Thank you, Dhanushri, for that brilliant performance. Up next, we have Mithun M of Level O with a monologue Puck, Act 5, Scene 2. All the best, Mithun. The stage is yours.
Hi, my name is Mithun and I am here to present a monologue called Puck. "If we your shadows are offended, think but this and all is mended. That you have but slumbered here, will this vision appear? This idle and this weak and idle thief, if you pardon, we will mend. And as I am an honest Puck, if we have unearned luck, now to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make the amendments ere long. If we will make the amendments ere long, else the Puck called by a liar, else give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends. Thank you.
Wow, that was a fascinating performance. Let's all give him a huge round of applause. Up next, we have Sudarshana K of Grade 1 Junior performing a story, The Glass of Milk. All the best, Sudarshana. The stage is yours.
Good morning, everyone. Today I tell about the story of the glass of milk. There once was a poor boy who spent his days going door to door, selling newspaper to pay for his school. One day, as he walking his route, He started feeling low and weak. The poor boy was starving, so he decided to ask for food. When he came across the nest house, the poor boy asked for food, but no one helped him until he reached the door of a girl. The poor boy asked for a glass of water. Being impatient, the girl came back with a glass of milk. The poor boy asked how much for the milk, but she refused the payment. Years later, the girl, now a grown woman, feels sick. She went from doctor to doctor, but no one able to cure her. Finally, she went to the best doctor in the town. The doctor spent so many months treating her until she was finally cured. The girl despaired happiness. She was afraid she could not afford to pay the bill. But when the hospital had an her bill, it read paid fully with a glass of milk. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you, Sudarshana, for that beautiful performance. Up next, we have a monologue, Big Dreams, by Joel of Grade 2 Senior. Let's all welcome Joel with a huge round of applause.
Morning, everybody. Today I am going to perform a monologue called Big Dreams. When I grow up, I want to be a famous astronomer. My parents then said, that's not going to happen. You're probably going to be wind up jobless like your older brother Leo. But I will prove them wrong. I will be the most famous astronomer that ever was. I will discover 500 planets and name them Max. Favorite. It's not something like HD or 1897333B. What? It's not egoistic. I just want everybody to know who discovered those planets. With Stephen Hawking, he once said a galaxy created itself because it wanted to create itself and it created itself out of nothing. But I say no. Something that is created is always created with the help of something. Let's take an example. A water bottle wants to turn into a giraffe. It can't just turn into a giraffe and not be a water bottle and live and have offspring. It is physically impossible for something to turn into something. And I found out that they don't have astronomy classes in school. I just lost it. Then I started posting and formed an advocacy group. There are students who want college classes in school. We are a bunch of members, and naturally, I am a president. Wait, I am creating something out of nothing. Maybe Stephen Hawking has a point. Laugh, all of you teachers and parents, how much ever you want. I am not going to be jobless. I am going to be the most famous astronomer that ever was, and you can't stop me. Thank you.
Wow. That was a fascinating performance by Joel. Up next, we have Dia of Grade 3 Junior performing a monologue, Universe. All the best, Dia. The stage is all yours.
Hi everybody, my name is Dia and I'm gonna perform a monologue, Universe. I saw on the Discovery Channel where a long time ago, before the beginning of time, the entire universe was as small as the head of a pin. And everything was inside it. Stars, planets, houses, people, cars, everything in the universe. And then one day, this head of a pin just exploded. And everything came out like 1,000,000 degrees hot and 1,000,000 miles an hour.
and everything came out like a million miles an hour. And all the stars and planets and people and cars just kept getting bigger and bigger until they filled up all of space and all of time. And as soon as I heard that, I knew that I was just like that head of a pin. And that one day I'm gonna explode too. And when I do, all fire and stars and whole worlds will come out of me. And they'll travel so far and so fast that I'll never have to come back here ever again. Thank you.
Thank you, Dia, for that fabulous monologue. Up next, we have a story, Into the Wild, by Vian V of Grade 1 Senior. Let's all welcome Vian with a huge round of applause.
Hi, my name is Vian. I'm going to perform a story named Into the Wild by Aaron Hunter. Rati jumped out of a garden fence for the last time and crept into the woods. He had told his goodbyes to Smudge. His thoughts were all focused on the forest and the cat lived in it. As he approached the spot where he had met the clan cat last night, but he had no clue was new or old. That tall tree shielded the ground from the midday sunshine and made it comfortably cool. Here and there, a patch of sunlight shone in the gap of the leaves and lit up the forest floor. Rati could smell the same cat scent as last night, but he had no idea whether it was new or old. First, he could see a pair of green eyes glinting in the bramble bush. It was a lion heart. Recognized the scent, it was a lion heart. Can you tell me if I'm alone? Asked the golden tabby, stepping into the light. Thank you.
Thank you, Vian, for that mesmerizing performance. Up next, we have Garv Agarwal of Grade 2 Senior with a monologue, Big Dreams. All the best, Garv. We welcome you on stage.
Hello, everybody. Today I am here to perform a monologue called Big Dreams. When I grow up, I want to be a famous astronomer. But my parents laughed and said, that's not going to happen. You're probably going to wind up jobless like your older brother Leo. But I proved them wrong. I'll be the most famous astronomer that ever was. I'll discover 500 planets and they will be named as Max's favorite. Not something like HT189733B. Wait, it's not egotistical. I want everybody to know who discovered those planets. Do you know Stephen Hawking? Once he said that the galaxy created itself out of nothing because it wanted to create itself. And it created itself out of nothing. But I say no. Something that is created in the world is always created with the help of something. Let's take, for example, water bottle. A water bottle wants to turn into a giraffe. It can't just turn into a giraffe and not be a water bottle and live and have offspring. It's physically impossible for something to turn into something it is not. It is simple logic. But when I found out that they don't have astronomy classes for the children in grade school, I just lost it. Then I started protesting and formed an advocacy group. In this group, we want to call it classes in schools. We are a bunch of members, and naturally, I am the president. Wait, I'm creating something out of nothing in a way. Maybe Stephen Hawking has a point. Yeah, laugh all you want, parents and teachers. I'm not gonna wind up jobless. I'll be the most famous astronomer that ever was, and you can't stop me. Thank you.
Wow, great job, Garv. Let's all give him a huge round of applause. Up next, we have Advait PL of grade 3 senior performing a speech, The Importance of Reading. All the best, Advait. The stage is yours.
Hello everyone, my name is PL Advait. I'm going to importance of reading. I always hear Vijay sir and the theatre class tutors ask it an emphasis on reading books in free time, which I was not interested like any other kid. Rather would go out and play than to take a book and read. But one fine day, I wanted to test read to lead. So on a much boring day, I took out a book from Alchemy library and started to read through. After some time, I realized being engrossed into the pages of the book and the storyline. I realized voices of teachers echoing how reading is beneficial hobby. There started my journey of reading. Friends, here I am to narrate to you the importance of reading, which was the main source of entertainment many centuries ago. Unfortunately, due to the upcoming technology, cinema, TV, and internet, we have forgotten the goodness of reading a book. Reading is like a magic key that opens up a world of knowledge. Reading is it's more than just a hobby. It gives you new ideas and expand your imagination. Reading triggers a brain. Exercise keeps a body fit. Reading keeps a mind fit. It keeps our mind active and enhances our creative ability. Reading improves our vocabulary and our communication skills. Reading does not only enlightens you and leads in the right direction, but it is good for your overall well-being. Reading makes you more empathetic, knowledgeable, and stimulates you one's imagination. Friends, today a reader, tomorrow a leader. My journey has started to become one. How about you? Thank you, readers.
Wow. Thank you, Advait, for that eye-opening speech. Our last performer of the morning session is K. Lakshana of Level A with the speech Fake News. All the best, Lakshana. The stage is yours.
Hello, everyone. I'm Lakshana. And right now, I am in huge trouble. And it's all because of some fake advertisement I came across online. But before we get into all that, let me tell you more about me. I am currently studying in 8th grade, and I hate two things: waking up early in the morning and exams. But these are things everyone hates. So instead, let me tell you about 3 of my recent addictions. Number 1, sleeping. Number 2, white chocolate. No judging. And number 3, looking for study motivation online. Well, this recent addiction of mine has gotten me into huge trouble. So recently, I was going through some study page and suddenly an advertisement popped up. It was for this study app, which apparently helps students study better and taught them better than schools did. It also boasted of students who, after completing just 1 or 2 years with the app, had gone on to become a school, state, or even national toppers in competitive exams and got perfect marks in all the subjects and got into their dream universities or colleges. Well, I was having a hard time in school and I got tempted. Come on, an app which helps you achieve outstanding grades and God knows what other academic dreams you have. And all you have to do is just watch some fun animated video of the concept where teachers who are not physically present come and teach you like you're some 5-year-old. Well, that was exactly what I needed. At least I thought I did. So I signed myself up. It said it was free, so I didn't hesitate for even 1 second. But then things started happening. From what was advertised as a free app, we started receiving marketing phone calls and they just wouldn't stop. These calls were always about how if we bought the course, we would get more advanced classes, better facility and faculty, and even a kit for educational purposes. They kept coming from all directions, different numbers, and unable to bear these calls, we decided to go for it. Actually, I decided to go for it. And I somehow convinced my parents to get the course for me. They were skeptical at first, but eventually they agreed to it. They wanted some clarification first, so they reached out to the marketing team and decided to get their doubts clarified. But they kept dodging the questions my parents asked them and kept up their marketing gimmicks. We got suspicious, but I still felt it was worth a shot. It was stupid of me, I know, but I annoyed my parents into getting the course for me and they paid for it. And guess what happened next? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. All the things we were promised in return for the payment were never delivered to us. We waited for a week and nothing happened. Worried, we decided to call them and ask them what happened. But now, none of them answered our phone calls, and all the numbers we tried were not available. We panicked. We had no way of communicating to them, and we had just lost a huge sum of money. My parents were furious. They filed a complaint against them, and the case is still going on. But I, being the one who started it all, I'm in big trouble. My parents and relatives are all mad at me, and I've been banned from using all gadgets and have been grounded for 2 months. We still have no idea if we'll ever get the money back or if the case will be any successful. But I am telling you guys all this so that you can learn from what happened to me and not be stupid. Do not trust everything you see online. Most of the advertisements you come across online are probably fake news. Always leave the verification part to your parents and don't try to act over smart like me and get into trouble later. And most importantly, just stick to your school. So while I go get a earful again from my parents, I want you guys to think about what I just said. And I would like to thank all of you for having me here today. So once again, thank you.
Thank you, Lakshana, for those tips of advice. This brings us to the end of today's performances. I would like to extend my thanks to the teachers who have trained our performers of today. Please give them a huge round of applause. I would also like to thank the Alchemy Youth Theatre team for coordinating and helping us out today. Lastly, thank you all for being a great audience, and I would love to see you all again today here at 1:30 p.m. for the round 3 of Alchemy's solo presentations. Signing off, Sahana Ganesh and my fellow anchors, Mahesh Hariharan and Anshuman Athrayan. I now request the performers of today to assemble on stage for a group photograph.